News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Crystal here. Should President Trump be allowed to end DACA? It's the controversial question facing our nation's highest court today. And I want to know what you think. Cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. A 60-year-old man is fighting for his life after being attacked by 3 men, and it was all caught on camera. Police say this happened around 5:30 Sunday morning near 16th Avenue and Tonto Street in central South Phoenix. Video shows the 3 men repeatedly hit and kicked the man and left him in the street. Police are looking for 3 teens or young men between 16 and 20 years old. We're in the mid-70s here right now, but parts of the Midwest and Northeast are much closer to 17. A massive winter storm and an Arctic blast blanketed much of the Midwest and Northeast, dropping more than 10 inches of snow on some parts of Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont. The temperatures are expected to crash into the single digits, but fortunately, the snow is expected to let up. So for the hundreds of thousands of kids on snow days right now, it's a great day for the launch of Disney+. But Disney's new on-demand streaming service made its official debut today, offering hundreds of TV shows and movies, and actually ran into a snag. Thousands of people are reporting seeing an error message instead because server issues are causing people to get locked out of the service. Meanwhile, CNBC reports that subscribers in Puerto Rico are being told they will now have to wait another week to get access as Disney sorts out their technical problems. Today, we continue our 420 series looking at 4 states where recreational marijuana is legal or could become legal in 2020. You may remember here in the Valley, we got our first cannabis kitchen last year. But in LA, where pot is legal, they have a first of its kind cannabis cafe. Mark Curtis gives us a glimpse at what might be in store for us Arizonans if we legalize next year.
California is a huge state to learn from, as it's now the largest recreational marijuana market in the world. And that economy has allowed for some unique business opportunities. While we've been in LA, we got to stop by some of them, including the first of its kind Cannabis Cafe. At first glance, it looks like any other bright, sunlit California restaurant. But here at the Lowell Cafe, there's something different in the air.
Did you ever think you'd see the day where you'd be at a nice open-air cafe having lunch and smoking weed at the same time?
No, this has been a really fun experience.
Call it a sign of the times. LA has opened up the first restaurant combining food and pot in the country. And here at the Lowell Cafe, the sommelier doesn't make wine suggestions. She'll tell you what pot to pair with your banh mi sandwich. This is the chicken sandwich.
It is.
All right, so what would you suggest?
I would definitely recommend the gelato pre-roll that we actually carry, or the peanut butter strain. That would be a sativa-leaning hybrid.
Once word got out that a restaurant that could not only sell pot, but provide a space where people could openly smoke it while eating, celebrity investors immediately jumped on board.
So our celebrity investors, we have Miley Cyrus, Chris Rock, Sarah Silverman, just among the many.
Lilia Stanislaw manages the cafe.
When we were asked, what do you think your demographic is going to be? It is everyone. It is anyone. I think it's open to everyone for sure.
It's not easy to get in. People have been lining up since the cafe opened. No question, all here for the weed. But the owners wanted to make sure that customers were also buzzing about the food. So Andrea, years from now when you pull out your resume, it'll show that you've cooked in great restaurants, you've done your own catering and cooking, but it'll also say that you were the executive chef at the Cannabis Cafe. Did you ever think you would be in something like this?
Never in a million years.
The cafe hired Andrea Drummer, a private chef who was known for infusing cannabis into her cooking as its executive chef.
So we went with a farm-to-table concept, and then that evolved into offering some, really homey and comfort foods.
Would you have incorporated the stereotypical, munchy type food for your cafe?
Some of it is. And I wouldn't say it's stereotypical because we try to elevate everything, of course.
But fear not, if the munchies do set in, It's good to know that they do have nachos. Orange creamsicle.
Orange creamsicle. It has a little bit of tangy in it, so it has like that nice cerebral, happy feeling to it. Could you imagine smoking that and having vegan nachos?
This is honestly the way it always should be. I'm very grateful to be here.
As Arizona voters consider a recreational marijuana measure that could be on the ballot next year, we want to hear from you and help answer your questions about how the recreational marijuana market is working around the country. You can find more on our series at 12news.com/420. Guys?
Checking your pulse on health. A new study shows managers who make mental health a priority will ultimately help their employees be more productive. Researchers say if a manager is already learning and working with a mental health professional, they're more likely to help their staff struggling with depression and anxiety. The CDC encourages businesses to invest in mental health training and set up wellness programs to improve the workspace. They say you are what you eat, and researchers say mama's diet can impact what their baby is allergic to. According to 2 new studies, how a woman eats, delivers, and feeds her baby can impact a child's allergies. They say it's still unclear, though, which foods can lead to which allergies, but they do believe a limited diet can lead to long-term conditions like eczema. If you hate veggies, you may want to blame your DNA. Experts say your taste gene can affect how your body reacts to vegetables. But all hope is not lost. Taste bud sensitivity decreases with age. So if you didn't like beets as a kid, you may learn to love them as an adult. Step aside, sunsets, because the setting moon this morning was incredible. The Beaver Moon reached complete illumination at 6:34 this morning before it dropped below the horizon. And our 12 News weather watchers were snapping away, capturing amazing photos like this one. You know what they say about a full moon, don't you? Well, back in the day, they used to believe a pale full moon indicates rain. A full moon eats clouds. Well, that's true today. We're going with unlimited sunshine. And days following a full moon are typically stormy. Well, it's just going to be another amazing night tonight. 55 degrees in Phoenix under clear skies, 46 in Payson, 28 in Flagstaff. Tomorrow in Kingman, 76, Lake Havasu, low 80s. And 80 degrees for maximum in Phoenix. That's technically a few degrees above the average, but lower than what we've seen the past couple of days. Some clouds are going to creep in later in the week. It's a cloudy affair, but just plain old clouds. We're going to stay dry. Have you seen this yet? Last night, a contestant on Jeopardy almost brought host Alex Trebek to tears. It's one of the top stories on our 12 News Facebook page. Here's the moment that's getting so much attention.
Did you come up with the right one? No? What is we love you out? That's very kind. Thank you. Costs you $19.95. You're left with $5. Okay.
Trebek is currently in treatment for stage 4 pancreatic cancer. During the Tournament of Champions, all the contestants have been wearing purple ribbons to show their support for him. And the guy behind that emotional message is also organizing a fundraiser for research to battle that disease. Now time for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. Today we're showing off all the cool things about Glendale. Matt's showing us a fun way to explore town.
I'm outside Pedigo Bikes in Glendale, where you can hop on a bike, go about 20 miles per hour and barely pedal, plus take tours all around the area, including one to a brewery. More on that buzz in just a second. First, let's figure out how these things work. Steve Pike, thanks for having us. Tell us a little bit about these electric bikes and how they work.
Hey there. So this is a cruiser. It goes up to 20 miles an hour. It goes up to 60 miles on a charge. You can use the pedal assist or you can just throttle and go.
You got 15 different types of bikes here. What are your 2 most popular?
The cruiser style, which is more of a laid back beach style bike. And we also have a city commuter, which a lot of people use for commuting back and forth to work.
All right, Steve, you know I want to talk about the Booze Cruise Tour.
Yep, I know, Matt. So we have the Bike and Brew here at Pedigo Glendale. So you ride for 2 hours. It's a self-guided tour, and you come back and you get some free beer.
Mention my guy, William Shatner. At this location only, you get 10% off. He's the official spokesman here. That's your A to Z 60.
Okay, back to today's talker. Should President Trump be allowed to end DACA? It's the controversial question facing our nation's highest court today, and I want to know what you think. Right now, those chiming in, 30% say yes, while the majority says no. Keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn, and those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, comment down below. Did you catch the full beaver moon this morning? Sky 12 was in the air when it hit its peak viewing time of 6:34. Wowza! And we've also been getting an incredible collection of photos with those of you using the hashtag #BeOn12. You can also join our 12 News Weather Watchers Facebook page. Keep those awesome pictures coming. Okay, time now for the look ahead. The stories you'll be talking about a little later today. Take a close look at your screen. 12 News viewers reporting strange lights in the sky over the West Valley last night. Is it the final frontier or something much more down to earth? We'll get to the bottom of it first at 4. And that's your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime, on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and on our socials as well. We'll see you again soon. Let's check in with Desiree to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, we have gift ideas for the holidays, including lots of jewelry. And that's not all. We also have